Hey, Florida Fast 2, how do you do? Hey, Aaron Navarro, Aladay LLC. Many of you know me reading the blog. I sincerely appreciate your patronage. Thank you very much. I want to say this. Thanks to Team Ironclad, Brett Douglas, for hosting this event here. And I am honored. I truly am honored to be a part of the industry. And the fact that people actually listen to some of the things I say, hey, sometimes, you know, every dog gets a warm piece of sidewalk, as they say. But anyways, what I want to talk about, labor and business. Without labor, you have no business, folks. Without business, labor won't exist either. So, you know, they have to coexist. They have to understand each other and their function, how they mesh with each other. Over the years, let's be real, labor has been taken advantage of. Carnegie comes to mind. The auto industry comes to mind. Rockefeller, of course. And there were always labor unions come together. The union comes in and organizes. And there's been scuttlebutt about union in the property preservation industry. Is that necessary? I don't think so. Since 2007, there's been massive, tremendous change in the industry. When we broke in the industry, we negotiated our contracts, we negotiated our fees, we did a whole lot of things. One of the things we did too, we'll come into touch on company policy in a little bit, but I'm sure every single one of you has had an adverse decision go against you, and the other end of that phone says, I'm really sorry, but that's business. Hey, that's business. I'm going to give you an example. When we got in the industry, something happened. I submitted some information. I told them what the situation was, and they came back and they said, no, we want you to do it for this. And I said, yeah, you know what? I got a little hot-headed about it. I told the owner of our company, Lacey, I said, you know, that's a little disrespectful. I just feel I was disrespected. And she told me, she goes, no, Aaron. She goes, that's business. And for the most part, it is business. One of the things that I have seen in this industry in the last 6-7 years, since 2009, when I started advocating real heavy for the boots on the ground, or the contractors, labor, if you will, one of the things I've seen is they have been taken advantage of. And they've been taken advantage of. Many of you know I beat a drum for education and training. There's more to education and training in the property preservation industry, for the simple fact it's unregulated, than teaching you how to do a winterization or the proper photo requirements and a photo sequence so you get paid properly. There's also business education, and I did a little business 101 stuff for people in the industry, helped them out, taught them how to do some spreadsheets, got them some pre-programmed spreadsheets, made a couple videos, break-even points, break-even analysis. We go over stuff like that. And later on, being it's April, and lawn season is going on. Later on, we're going to get to the break-even point so you understand just how to look at services and figure out how many of those $15 lawns you're going to have to do today to break even. That is very key. And as I said, we'll get to that in a minute. But first, let's talk about labor. What is labor? Labor is me, you, everybody. In the property preservation industry, everybody, from the guy with the toilet brush to Eric Miller to the president of Wells Fargo Home Mortgage Services, all of those people perform a type of labor. Labor, ladies and gentlemen, is defined as work. Work. Most of us equate labor to a physical type labor, whether it be a construction worker, a mason, a glazer, a road paver, the guy waving the flag, whatever. But the reality is, even Eric Miller performs labor because he works. He works as the executive director of an organization, and when he's doing his tweets, sending out his little tweets on Twitter, or he does an interview with Ben Hallman, a Huffington Post, that's his job. That is his job description. That is his work. That is labor. When I go out in the field to consult with, whether it be organic farming, whether I go do on the radio, talk on the radio like I do sometimes, or even here representing Aladay LLC, I am working, thus I am performing labor. There are, as I said, various levels of labor. There's the physical labor, the suit and tie labor, and the C-level labor. Lee Iacocca, one of the most famous guys in the world, performed labor for Chrysler. That was how he turned the company around with his mind, with his intelligence. That was his labor, that was his contribution. So as we move along, we're going to understand how labor functions with business, how business functions with labor, and how labor, maybe you can flip the coin by understanding business a little better, and you too can say, that's business.